Welcome back to another episode of Is It Just Me podcast with 𝐀𝐃𝐌𝐓𝐓𝐄𝐃, where you laugh and learn. I just want to first of all wish you a happy new month, this month of December, which I'm always excited about this month. I don't know if you guys still have that sparkle of excitement when it comes to December. It's only me because it's a special month for me. It's my birthday month, yes. So everyone who is listening to this podcast, please like my episode, especially this one, just to gift me as a present, okay? If you do that, I will really appreciate. Today we're just gonna talk about what we always remind ourselves when it comes to this December month. Like, what do you remember? As I said, I don't know. Nowadays, people are not so excited when it comes to December. Like, this month is the last month of the year, guys. First of all, if you don't have anything to get excited about this month, you have made it from January up to now, and you are still surviving. You have something to be grateful about this month, because there are a lot of people who wanted to see this month, but they haven't, because they had a lot of problems and all that and circumstances, and they're dead. Be grateful, okay, if you really don't have anything to appreciate. But for me, as I said, it's my birthday month. Again, another thing about why I like December is because imagine this month, it's always like, it's just something that inakwanga tu imewekwa tu hapo, lazima ati December family they meet. If not family, friends, you have to meet. If not friends, you have to go for a vacation. Like, it's always set like December ni a vacation month. So that is another thing that you should be excited about this month. And how can you not be excited? And it's Jesus Christ birthday month. Ni Chrissy kukaribu. Okay, I'm so excited. Alafu, by the way, 2023 ni yangu, and because of that, Happy New Year, my people. Mapema ndio best, and have a prosperous new year, okay, of 2023. Woohoo! And by the way, another thing I think some people don't like this December is because this is the last month that you have to do all that you haven't done on your 2022 resolution. If you had written a lot of stuffs Apple 2022, Apple date 1 resolutions, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm not gonna eat wheat, I'm gonna not do what, or you do this, I'm gonna have a new shop, and you haven't done. And for those people who said they're gonna be married this year, my friend, you have some few days utuite wedding yako bana. Na kwa wenye walikuwa wamesema they have to get kid, I'm so sorry, but unfortunately it wasn't this year. It really wasn't this year. Like kitambo, the reason why we used to get excited because tukiwa wadogo tulikuwa tunabaiwa nguo, unanunuliwa some sweet things. Like hiyo time ndio wata ungeambia your dad or your mom or your guardian or your relative akununulie tamuna na kununulia. Like December, it's just a generous month. I don't know. And again, something else that usually made our parents to be excited, it's because it was harvesting season. Kama hujafanya hiyo November mwisho December ukianza hapo ndio kuharvest, kugonga mahindi. Like, I miss those days. I really miss those days. Alafu sahi ndio sasa ungekuwa na stress, aujui like your cousin ananunuliwa nguo gani, so you had like to sneak out and see like kwa bedroom yake nini amenunuliwa, ndio uende ununuliwe the same thing. Like, you get. And then kama sisi wenye tulizaliwa tukiwa ushago, we were so excited because our cousins, our aunt kutoka Nairobi walikuwa wanakuja hii month. We had a lot of stuff to get excited about. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. Nowadays, December is not like December ya kitambo. Oh no. But for us, I'm really grateful for my family because December, it's still the same December. We have to meet no matter what. Hata kama una fare tunakutumia. And then kuna chinjwa mbuzi, kuna nini. Oh, alafu something that always makes December to be December. Soda. Kama 25th kwenyu hakuna soda. Aki, that's not December. To be honest, me, I don't like sodas. Me, I don't like these soft drinks, especially these carbonated drinks. But iyo 25th lazima nikunywe kastoni. Yani tuku negashi yaro. Like, he has been born. Jesus Christ. Look at that vibe. Oh, God. I cannot even exhaust every reason why I always get excited about this month. But there's definitely something that has always happened to you that is bad on this month, and maybe you are there and you lost your loved one on this month. I'm so sorry about it, but you know what, ladies and gentlemen, life must go on and we have to live. And those who have left us, if they can see us, or if they can feel us, or their souls can, wherever the thing is, they just want us to be happy. So don't close your happiness just because you lost someone. Just move on and celebrate this moment, okay? And please celebrate this this season. Oh God. And for those who are in abroad, oh, winter is here. I don't know, I always get excited about the snow. I don't know if you haven't experienced this feeling of having snow and just rolling the snow to make a snowman. I can't wait, my people, to do such things. Talking about sad stories, I have one story that I have to tell that happened on this month of December in a certain year. So this is where we say it is flashback moment. So there's this year I can't really recall. We moved to a different region. Kitambo zilikuwa zinaitwa province, okay? Venye tulimove because of unavoidable circumstances, and my dad had already stayed there for quite a while. So we felt lonely as the rest of the family. So we had to follow our dad, okay, to that place. So it was, I think, around November ikielekea kuisha. So sisi tukaenda huko. I was so excited moving near to my dad place because it was near my shosho, near my other close relatives. So as a kid I was so excited. So si venye tulienda huko hivyo, we had to move to a new house. Everything was new. We had new neighbors. Like everything was totally new that I wasn't used to. So me and my mom, we were like, after 2 weeks, we started feeling like, there's something wrong. Like every time I used to complain like I'm having headaches, especially at nocte. That is at night. And then I feel like I'm feeling like nauseated. I just want to vomit, I can't take anything that is, but like I used to have a lot of health complaint, okay? So my dad was like, okay, ni kama mjazoea this place, and I think you guys, you're having malaria. Because something that was a bit weird, even my mom was feeling just the same thing. So my dad was like, tomorrow I'll just go pass by the chemist, and then I buy you some anti-malaria drugs, and you'll be okay? So, and you were like, okay, I think it's just like we are trying to cope up with this weather thing because it was different. Where we used to stay, it was warm, and huku ni baridi. So we were like, okay, we are just adjusting to this weather. So the following day, my dad came with some drugs, and akatuambia like ameambiwa hii ni ya mamangu and hii ni yangu. So we started taking it. I don't know if it was for a week or so. So we just saw like it was just the same medication but different prescription, okay? So my mom was like, why am I taking 1 times 3 whereas mimi, like the small one, mimi sasa like mtoto na take 2 times 3? And like, you know, and it's just the same medication. The case, the brand is just the same. So when my mom was that keen and she noted, she asked my dad, like, Ebu, I have a question. When you prescribe you as a medication, were you really keen to note like huyu mimi napewa 1x3 na mtoto anapewa 2x3? And my dad, guess what my dad said? My dad akasema, I think iko na strength mingi, ndio maana unakunywa moja, huyu akikunywa mbili. And we were like, this is weird because the strength is just the same. But unajua nini, huwezi pinga mtu mwenye ametoka chemist akakuja hapo hivyo na wewe unataka usaidizi. Ni ati umeze dawa upone na uendelee na maisha. So it took us like 2 weeks or so, if I'm not exaggerating or something like that. But still, I was feeling weak. I was feeling not good. And something I have never understood up to now is that during the day, I was just feeling okay. But ikifika usiku, that's when I was feeling not good. Again, being that it was a new house, we started using a charcoal, jiko, you know. So we assumed it's because I was allergic to the smoke or what. Like, you know, parents lazima too, they bring an assumption like this is the reason why you're having this headache. So it was on 10th of December, and I remember my birthday is on 12th. Okay, as I said, please like this podcast just to gift me as a present, okay? And happy birthday to me, by the way. So back to the flashback moment story. It was on 10th December. And my mom was like, please invite your friends and your relatives and your cousins and whoever you think anaweza kuja kwa birthday yako, ndio, you know, you celebrate together. And I was like, damn, I've never celebrated a birthday with my relatives or my friends. Like, I've never had a party. So this was something so you know, exciting. It was my first time. And you know, like, kids always get excited when it comes to these such events like birthday most of the time. Mimi ni nani on 10th nayo nikaenda kwa my friends zangu that I had already made, my neighbors, my relatives, and as I said, we had already moved to most of my close relatives, akina cousins. So mimi nikawaita nikamwambia, oya, on 12th tuko na birthday, like tuko na party, kujeni msikose. And I invited them and they were really ready to come and celebrate it with me. On 11th, nimecheza, that is during the day. So at night, around hapo saa moja hivi, nikaanza kusikia like, I'm having this headache, and it's like, sasa inakuwa excess. And then I'm feeling nauseated. And remember, we had already taken the medications. Okay, yenye tulikuwa tumeletewa na dad after ameprescribe from the chemist, which was a bit weird because I was taking more medication than my mom. So my mom was like, nasulikunya medication, why are you still feeling this? Wenda uka lale. So it was something like it was usual to me getting headaches at night. So my dad was like always coming with easy akina Panadol mara moja and all that. So we had bought Panadols, but ni kama hazikuwa zinaniwakia. So this time my dad came with mara moja. Remember, it's saa moja hapo hivyo. So my dad came in like around 8 p.m. When he came, alikuwa zileza, hey, kwani nani yako wapi? And akaambiwa huyo shalala because kichwa inamuuma sana and anasema anasikia kutapika. My dad was like, mwambie akuje because ni kama hizi Panadol they are not working. Mwambie akuje ameze hii mara moja. And you know, my mom came and knocked at my bedroom and was like, I'm feeling so tired, like please let me sleep. My dad was like, you have to take this medication because kesho lazima ukwe, because you know this is 11th night, tunaelekea date 12, which is my birthday. So mi nikaamuka, nikajikaza, nikaenda nikatake glass, nikaenda kuchota maji. Remember, I'm still having this weird severe headache and I'm feeling so nauseated at this moment because nikisimama hiyo movement nasikia kizunguzungu. Do you know, I went nikachota maji ya kukunywa, but I can't even tell exactly what really happened because the next time I found myself outside the door, outside kwa nyumba yetu, nikipepetwa. But I still remember, the only thing that I can remember nilisikia was sauti, my mom telling me like, we, amka unalalia mkate. Like, I don't know if, that point I was going to a glass of water at the dispenser. I think I a bit like lost conscious and nikalalia meza. I can't even tell. Because actually at this time sijai atauliza mom hiyo story. So the next thing niliamuka ni ati nilikuwa kwa nimelalishwa hapo hivyo kwa front door home nikipepetwa. And then my mom was like, when I turned, because I didn't like got conscious too ati all of a sudden, ni ati it just had to come gradually kidogo kidogo tu hivi. So when I'm like turning my head, naona mom amelia. My mom was crying, shouting, asking God, please, I don't want to lose my kid. Like, you get, like, my mom was crying. So I was getting more confused as much as I'm getting cautious. Like, I'm like, why is my mom shouting and like crying? Like, who's mtoto wangu? I'm like, why is she doing that? So later on, my dad came and was like, okay. So my dad was like, okay, utakuwa sawa, ni sawa, utakuwa sawa, don't worry my dear, everything will be okay. I was like, everything will be okay, kwani what's happening? So later ndio nikaona like my neighbor akinipepeta, and then ananiambia aje, hata ashaamka, hata msiwori, ashaamka. Ndio niko zile za dem nilifaint. So from there, when I got conscious, like nika get fully recovered from fainting, that's when I recovered. That's when I noticed like I'm having vomitings kwa nguo yangu. I'm like, what is, like, I was really confused. But at that moment, my dad was not letting me go. He was like, hey, my dear, everything will be okay. Usishtuke, sawa, usishtuke, kila kitu iko sawa, kila kitu niko sawa, utaenda hosi, sawa, utaenda kuangaliwa. I'm like, okay, calm down, I'm okay. Like, I won't literally say that, but in my mind I was like, calm down, I'm okay. So anyway, because of the fainting and also I think the vomit and stuff like that, they rushed me to the hospital. But on our way to the hospital, I had already fully recovered. So in my mind I was like, damn, wacha niende nikaone hosi venye kuna kwanga usiku. Like, I was so super excited, despite everyone at my surrounding was so worried, was so afraid. But my inner me, I was so excited. I was so excited, like ninaenda hosi. Later did I not know that venye nilifika huko, they were told about my history. I had already taken medication, what, but I'm still having this symptoms. They said you have to be admitted. Sasa hapo ndo nilijua tu kapos. Mimi nimeisha. Mtu akiadmitiwa unajua hiyo ni kusema nini sasa. So I was stressed. And then my mom, when aliona like niko stressed, hata akasema ashaikuwa na hiyo ugonjwa na hata bado sahi ako na hizo symptoms, so she has to be admitted, the same bed, the same room with me. Na mom akasema hata yeye hajaipona. So the nurses actually waliona we were so crazy. Like, my mom was so crazy. Like, she did everything. She told the nurses everything that she can say, just to make sure she has not been separated with me. I was like, oh, that's love. Let me amuse you, my people. Do you know when the nurses asked about the medication that we took, and my mom was like, hata nimebeba hiyo karatasi, sasa hii ndio tulikuwa tunakunywa, mimi nilikuwa nakunywa moja mara 3 na huyo anakunywa 2 mara 3. And the nurses were so shocked, because do you know the medication that I was taking was prescribed for my mom. So I was taking an overdose medication while my mom was taking an underdose medication. And who caused all that? My dad. But was he innocent? Yes, he was really innocent. Apparently the reason why I didn't get well and my mom also didn't get like fully recovered is because she was taking an underdose na mimi nilikuwa na take overdose. I know, na sayo ni malaria tabs. I really know. But here we are at the hospital, kaadmitiwa, and you know what? I celebrated my birthday at the hospital. I was admitted on my birthday. I know it was really sad moment, and especially that was the birthday that I had invited my friends and relatives, because I've never done that. That was my first time. So anyway, I'm glad we recovered. After 4 days we were discharged. That was on 16th. So the cake that was bought, it wasn't returned. It was reserved until I went back home, and I cut my cake, but it wasn't that exciting if it was on my birthday. So that is my sad story that I have on this month of December. But you know what? I'm always thankful that every other December gets me when I'm fully healthy. So that is my flashback moment. I always enjoy sharing those such moments and such memories. So talking about malaria, we're gonna discuss more about it on Did You Know section. And if I didn't mention my diagnosis, that admission, it was malaria, because they said we had moved from a different place, and that was the predisposing factors for us, and we didn't take any prophylaxis medication or prophylaxis malaria drugs to prevent us getting the malaria. That's the reason why it was severe on us. Okay, so talking about malaria, let's know exactly what is this condition. So malaria is a life-threatening disease. It is typically transmitted through the bite of an infected Anopheles mosquito. Infected mosquitoes carry the Plasmodium parasite. When this mosquito bites you, the parasite is released into your bloodstream. Once the parasites are inside your body, they travel to the liver, where they mature. After several days, the mature parasites enter the bloodstream and begins to infect red blood cells. So within 48 to 72 hours, the parasite inside the red blood cells multiply, causing the infected cells to burst open. The parasite continues to infect red blood cells, resulting in symptoms that occur in cycles that last 2 to 3 days at a moment. What causes malaria? So malaria can occur if a mosquito infected with Plasmodium parasite bites you. Okay, it's only the mosquito that has been infected with this parasite that can, transmit Plasmodium parasite. Okay, so again, what are the symptoms of malaria? The symptoms of malaria typically develop within 10 days to 4 weeks following the infection. So in some cases, symptoms may not develop for several months. Some malaria parasite can enter the body but will be dormant for long periods of time. So let's talk about the common symptoms of malaria, which include shaking, chills that can range from moderate to severe, high fever, profuse sweating, headache, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, diarrhea, anemia, muscle pain, convulsion, coma, and bloody stool. So how will you know that you have this malaria? There is a blood test that also is taken to test whether you have the malaria, what type of malaria you have, if your infection is caused by a parasite that is resistant to certain type of drugs, if the disease has caused anemia, or if the disease has affected your vital organs. So as I said, malaria is a life-threatening. So what are these complications that malaria can cause? So malaria can cause a number of life-threatening complications, which are swelling of the blood vessel of the brain, or which is called cerebral malaria. Again, another complication is an accumulation of fluid in the lungs that causes breathing problems or pulmonary edema. And another one is organ failure of the kidney, liver, or spleen. Anemia due to destruction of red blood cells, and also it can cause low blood sugar. What is the treatment of malaria? So treatment for the disease is typically provided in the hospital. So your doctor will prescribe medication based on the type of the parasite that you have. Okay, so make sure don't go to the chemist as my dad did. Okay, go to the doctor, get fully tested, and the doctor will know exact medication that it suits your result or something like that. Okay, so how can you prevent this malaria? Unfortunately, there is no vaccine available to prevent malaria, but there are some things that you can do to prevent. So what are these measures? You can cover yourself with a treated mosquito net, or you can apply oil mosquito repellent on your skin, and also treat your clothing and cover your skin. And if you live in a bushy place, you can try to cut the bush. Sleeping under mosquito net may help prevent being bitten by an infected mosquito. Covering your skin or using bug spray containing DET may also help prevent infection. DET is a certain drug used to kill the parasite. Okay, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. As I said, I always enjoy doing this. So as I enjoy you, please also encourage me, motivate me by subscribing, commenting, liking, and for those who are using audio podcast, like, download, and also share, my people. I will always appreciate the effort that you make on this podcast, especially the liking. It always motivates me so much if you didn't know. Again, as I said, don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you may know when I post another video. And that's all for today. And before I forget, I wish you a Merry Christmas, and let's see how this thing goes. You have been spending time with 𝐀𝐃𝐿. Bye, and I'm out.